Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that, but they are going to go for it. So the Jace Maokai will be played, but it'll be top lane Jace. The only reason I don't like that so much is oftentimes when you're contesting dragons, especially Star, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Level 2 gank inbound. Limit needs to be careful. He might die here.
X flash forward. Mickey looking for the knock-up. Limit gets one of his own with that pulverize. The pillar coming down though, and Limit really has nowhere to go. Yike flashing forward for the chomp, and G2 will pull burst of blood out of the bag. Very smart by Power. Almost were able to get the first couple of kills. Couldn't quite catch them as flash forward, and KazaLoLL is just dead.
No, if minion block the Kai'Sa W there, Hans would definitely commit for a kill. But the block means that they can't get it. Ignite used, Limit could look for a re-engage on the Hans here.
Double stun once again, Patrick cleansing away, Limit going in for Hans Summer. He's down to 200 HP, and Patrick look for the end. Can't get the spears in Hans Summer's back. Mickey with the re-engage, Patrick flashing away. Dodging away, but still gets stunned up. The glacier movement is just too much. Jeez.
Two-kill bot actually. I think Mickey X leveled up on the auto attack, but we might have a fight here.
Pop Blossom landed on 2. Mickey looking for the knock-up as well, but can't get across the wall. It's just too damn thick. Limit low. The Emperor's Divide coming out as Mickey's knocked into the back of XL. Yike lower. He goes across the wall though, and with the chop is able to get one. The Limit chucked back by Mickey. Jousted over his shoulder. Hans Summer flashing forward. Needs another auto. Bramble smash back to the tower. Patrick will get an answering kill in the end. Comes out in G2.
Wow, that ultimate's really coming in, huh?
It's a long-range ultimate. Mickey can block this pretty easily. Limit looking for the knock-up. He's tanking first. Hans Summer down to half HP. Limit pulled back with a face call, but Caps is on his way to answer this, and Mickey's doing a great job of distracting XL. And Caps' roam is a perfection for G2. They find 3 in the dive that's botched by XL. XL only able to get 1 in response, and now Yike says, well, it's a green flag for me to go forward in the top lane. Oh, no way for him to survive as G2 find 4 across the map.
The side lanes have collapsed. They lost out early, but now that's it. Top tower is going to fall, basically. 1,000 gold lead to the Renekton, even more after this tower dies. The Jace lane's never really going to get side prior. Broken Blade knows that this matchup is done and dusted in the 1v1. Bot lane is now in such a dire situation. Caps is pushing out top, of course. Maybe that was because of the TP situation. Peach, no flash for 3 seconds. Mickey might try and force it.
There's the stun, there's the knock-up. Killer Instinct coming in as well from Hans Summer and Peach. There's nowhere safe. His jungle not his own anymore as G2 collapse once again. XL really struggling to match the tempo that G2 are putting down. Opening up the map early on. Limit's going to get the knockback onto Broken Blade underneath the tower. Might be enough. Dominus procced.
Nice try.
Broken Blade able to survive. TP coming in. And KazaLoLL looks to join the fray. Shuffling in, sliding back. The face score will get a double knockback with Argate falling low as Yike almost takes him out. Mickey going to fall as well. XL get 2 kills, but Yike and Hans Summer are here to try and clean up underneath the tower. It's going to be dangerous though as G2 might look for the dive.
Where's Caps TP? You just TP top. They're going to try and fight this 2v2.
They're going back in. They don't have vision on Hans Summer. Patrick across, and Patrick gets 600 gold now in his back pocket, but Yike answers with a kill of his own. Peach coming in. Nature's Grasp from long range to lock up the Trundle. Pops an emote and immediately goes pop afterwards. Peach goes in with a twisted advance, smokes him for the kill secure. And XL
scouts exactly where XL was. And Caps will easily be able to pick up the tower for that. So all 3 outers down. They move up towards that tower and pick it up. TP from XL in defense. It's going to be Auto Amne
having to be invested as of yet, but perhaps a collapse from XL. KazaLoLL does have the TP, so does Caps. Try to save the Herald right now.
Are fighting back a bit. Maokai's coming through.
And Nature's Grasp has been used. Limit looking for the flash as well. That tower will fall first. Caps flashing away, but Limit has to be pulled back with the face call. Mickey gets a double knock-up, a double stun, and now the chase is really on as Hans Summer begins to open up. Patrick already dead, and that's all of XL's gold. Gone with him. Yike flashing forward. He'll pay for the kill with his life. But G2 get the tower and get even if it's a 20% play, right now your odds of winning this game are less than 10% most likely for XL. So you look for any sort of play.
And then you can probably pick something like Sejuani or something, but then you're full.
I also think if you're flexing the Jace to top lane, maybe double
TP invested from XL. They are full committing to fight this, but G2 can peel off.
And they're going to do exactly that, peel off it. Nature's Grasp was used. Everyone stands behind the Nico clone that tanks the route, and now the re-engage can begin. Peach already low. Pop to 3. Oh my god. Finds them all, and the Killer Instinct lives up to its name as Hans Summer dives in. The fate's call. Well, it was a baited death for Patrick, it seems. Limit trying to get onto the backline as Hans Summer falls low, down to 100 HP, but even Limit can't kill him up. G2 wipe them 5 for 1.
Watch XL can do. It's only really Abadage that can fight back, but We'll see it again, but they don't really have any tools left. They have no flashes on the real primary engagers. I think, for me, that would actually be a 0 at this point in Alistar. If you can shuffle hands and just die for it, it's always going to be worth it. But there's mid tower. Bot tower will soon fall as well. Bot and in will be the focus. BB will start hitting mid tower or start collapsing. Just a case of XL figuring out what to do for the next game. They have 1 fight left in them.
It's going to be a desperate one. But as you say, still at least 2 more games in this series. XL had a poor start to this game and to the series, but in many ways for them to bounce back. They've shown us their resiliency not only across summer, but also across the rest of the year. A team that places in the bottom 2 times running, then looking for the top spot in summer is one that always, well, can never be underestimated, you know, as Limit looks for perhaps a flank. Hex Flash available to him. No wards on this side from G2, so Limit has found a pocket of vision where an approach could be possible.
Yeah, watch out, Summer. He's getting poked out.
Limit goes forward. Broken Blade, the one they go for first. Mickey going to be able to tank up this route alongside Yike. Broken Blade with the dominance is healthy enough. Yike will fall. The shutdown over to XL. A big kill, as you say. And it stops the push from G2.
Yeah, it does indeed. There's no objective to play for, which is a pain, but they have a wave in mid. They could push in here and try and get mid-tier 1. G2.
And Summer just going for Odo.
My god, the burst from that Kai'Sa.
She's pretty strong. The right hands. I saw talk of her being nerfed. Shot blast not enough, but Odo.
Flash here, Odo.
Good flash Odo. Meanwhile, the rest of G2 pushing in that tier 3 in the top lane. Odo's going to TP in. The face call being used as they look for the engage. Hansama able to dodge out of the back of it. The pop blossom being used as well, and there's 2 caught up. XL thought they could find something, but all they found was an early grave as G2 chased them down in their base. Abadage trying to put the damage down, but Yike and Mickey actually falling a little bit here. Mickey very low. Ooh. Gets killed off. Another kill as Hansama down. Broken Blade tanking 2 towers.
He might
Perhaps
die as well.
didn't realize the rest of his team was sent to the clappers as XL.
Flash available, but XL found an avenue if they want to fight here.
Caps looking for it. Odo going back in, but that's the clone they're targeting right now. Void Seeker's coming in from Hansama from the side. Broken Blade pops the dominus. G2 now looking for a collapse. XL grouped up, but the pop blossom once again. It's just Caps. Every fight has been defined by whether Caps hits them all with his ult. This time, he slaps XL into the dirt. G2 clean it up. XL, as we say, is they've made them sweat for it, right? It hasn't just been roll over and die, go next. They've actually pushed G2 at times, even though G2 have been extending that gold lead. I have been informed. 1 more kill, and this is the bloodiest game of the summer in LEC.
It's bloody, but it feels one-sided bloody, which is not nice. Normally, like the bloody games to be really
like
back and forth.
22-22, right?
Yeah, like even absolute scraps. But yeah, look at this poke. Look at Peach's HP.
Look at Broken Blade's HP as well, but the killer instinct once again from Hansama. Odo Omne using that stopwatch to try and bide a little bit of time. Broken Blade's able to kill him off as Limit goes in, gets the stun on Hansama. And now we have the bloodiest game of the split as G2 look to wipe XL away in their base. Patrick will die, the pop blossom being used as well. For Camps to call another kill to his name. And G2 wipe away XL. Caps becomes a control ward. He's giving them double vision. And he's definitely left XL a little bit groggy here in
3 of them, that's 3 wards.
31 minutes in the game, G2 will go 1-0 in the series.
Yeah. Double AD solo laners gonna go for the Gnar. I think Malphite could have also been an angle, but then your AP is quite high, isn't it? But I think XL, Kai'Sa, Jace, Maokai. That 3-man, that's some stake right
Stun
there.
on Limit, he's gonna get concussive blows, and Limit isn't even gonna burn a summoner. He's dead. First blood over to little mini cinch.
There he goes.
X flash forward. Abadage early flash away. Smart from him. Caps going low as Peach now.
Peach can kill
Does
Caps.
a long way around, and Caps nowhere for him to go. He flashes, but Peach chases him with a twisted advantage.
Yeah, behind. He's actually maybe gonna get a flash here if Limit wants to commit.
The Unbreakable pretty strong. Limit going in with a knock-up, and now Hansama has the Ghost running, but can he get away? Still has the Flash Ignite, and the Void Seeker enough for XL to get their 2nd kill of the game.
Oh, G2, that is unacceptable, isn't it? There's a Maokai recalling in Tribush. You just gave them a kill and lost 4 summoners in bots. Abadage, Caps, is he gonna?
They just walked past him. What Caps? G2, what are you doing?
What is that such a...
Yeah, overall, G2 just being very messy in their play.
I can't wait to see the replay. Can we...
Oh, flat what? Broken Blade, he has 6, he gets the kill.
Huge.
Nice, slice and dice out. No, yet the Peach is here. Able to force him away for the moment because the G2 bot lane has had the push and so can now move across. But Patrick and Limit pushed out the wave once again, and they will join forces with their jungler to see if there's anything happening here. Limit going in with a Hex Splash. Yike looking for the knockup. Does get it onto Limit. Twisted advance going in from Peach, but Yike is so deep. Unbreakable, saving Yike's life for so long, but Peach finds him through the midst of it all.
But now Peach has found a way into this top side, and
Abba moving first from mid as well.
Give this?
Looks like it. Yike might look for the steal, can't quite get it. Broken Blade going for Odo. Abadage the first to move from the mid lane as the Nature Scars comes down from Peach. They're chasing onto Odo. He gets the Mega just in time, the Gnome into the wall. And Odo takes, Abba takes the shutdown in fact.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are better names for it.
Whoa,
1G.
Culling is, I feel like I kind of walked into it because of Yike.
Peach going back in with a twisted advance. There's the knockup. Yike now needs the reinforcements of Hans Summer and Mickey, and will find them. Limit with the unbreakable will. Very tanky right now as Mickey falls to 200 HP. But has to flash away the exhaust. Twisted advance all the way into the back line, but Limit delivered the knockup. And XL find 2 again.
XL really fighting back. Ooh! The Cogmore pack. We can see it was a very messy trade, but overall XL get the better hand on the live picture though.
Dragon started, secured. Oh, Peach steals it. TP behind now as Broken Blade looks for a flank position. Yike going in, Limit low, down to 300 HP as Abadage dives into the backline. Patrick going in as well with the killer instinct. Broken Blade trying to get on Abadage. He'll get the shutdown. Actually falls over to Hans Summer as now Peach has to run for the hills. The Culling chasing him down. The rest of G2 on their way as Peach will fall. Timber goes the tree. 3v3 now erupts in the river as Limit dashed in, knocks Broken Blade out just in time. Limit so low, he dodges the first living artillery. Hans Summer has the mana for a second, but kind
the first dragon of the game though, 14 minutes in, and Broken Blade will pick up the first tower.
I will say it's the third objective Peach has managed to steal away.
Jungler of G2 is lurking in the top rushes. Limit's gonna find Caps here, who just kind of face checks.
Yep. Gets knocked back. Sun's gonna connect as well, and Caps really has nowhere to go. Flashes away from the damage though. Nature Scars coming from Peach from the side. Unbreakable being used as well, but Abadage, he went around the wall, and that's enough for 2 quick kills. Over to XL, make it 3. Add 1 more on top for XL. Yep. He's been doing well so far though.
I wanted to give him some props, and then
the thing is, if he gets it, Yike stays.
Game 3 is when he'll come back. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure on Hans really to carry the weight of this. Odoamne is fighting up against Broken Blade.
Triforce can
no
do a lot
flash
of work,
on BB.
Yeah, BB really no way out either. The Gnar into the wall from Odo. Good dodging from Broken Blade, but the chase continues. Yike coming back in. Ruthless Predator being used as Odo now has to try and escape. Nature Scars and Peach won't reach his top laner in time. TP as well from XL. Now they're trying to collapse on Hans Summer and Mickey, and they're doing that perfectly. Patrick chasing Hans Summer out. Flash still available.
Caps were looking for it.
Now they see
that
him.
Ward. Abadage senses something's up, but here comes Caps.
Caps over Mickey as well. The unbreakable wall stops Abadage's damage, but he manages to flash just in time, and Odo's TP'd in to help out his mid laner. It's a massive mess. A counter TP now from Broken Blade.
What's going on?
A 4v3 in favor of XL. If Abadage can rejoin the fray. The twisted advance, flash forward, knock back as Caps falls. Buried in the dirt, and now Yike retreating to the safety of his tower, but Odo
there it is.
Into the wall. The Magnus Storm will not be enough to stop XL's advance. Patrick dives in with a killer instinct, and Yike falls for the triple for Abadage.
Massive game.
Because BB's now TPing in. Yike's kind of wondering how he can get himself involved in the fight.
The Q just flew across the map from Patrick. Now they're 5-man here. Caps is recalling. No TP. Actually not going to cancel the base. Maybe they're saying here G2, well, we can't defend this top tier 2. Caps just push out bot and try to deny a wave. We'll show some presence, but there's no real way of defending this Limit. With the Hex Flash was ready in case someone stepped up. And if someone was TPing behind him here, just pick up that tower, tank the damage. And that's exactly what he's going to do.
Definitely going to die. Odo will chase him down.
It's worth it.
It definitely is.
It's worth 300 gold, yeah, but he got double that on the tower and gave his team an objective. Do a lot of damage though. With the demonic embrace, you can see Broken Blade dashing away.
Oh, and Mickey was separated. Puts the unbreakable up. TP now coming out. Nature Scars being used as well as Mickey tries to block the unbreakable. Glacial Fissure from Mickey. He knows he's going to die. Can he get the rest of his team out alive? Caps caught up with the twisted advance. Tries to turn it back onto Peach, but now Limit diving in. Killer instinct as well from Patrick as they look for more blood. They look for more kills, and they'll get another. XL with 3-0 in the exchange.
From mid lane, I feel like this game, you know, Odoamne lost out, got solo killed by BB.
He's blocking Caps there. He doesn't want the route to land on Caps as soon as he comes out of that TP, so he does everything he can to try and keep his mid laner alive, but unable to do so. Broken Blade walks away from Peach, but now Baron for 2.5 minutes. XL 8,000 gold ahead. Peach goes forward, but now Peach locked up and the rest of his team unable to follow up with tier 2. The advance will be slowed a little bit at least without Peach on the map. Play would be the creme de la creme if he dashed in like that. As Yike looks for the backline, gets onto Abadage, gets the stun down, the color coming out as well, but Limit doing a great job to block all of those shots, and now Odo Omne joins the battle. Abadage goes godlike as Broken Blade falls, Caps goes down for the 8th time this game, and Mickey follows him to the grave. Summer, the last man standing as he tries to clear out the way, but he just can't escape today. No way out for G2 as Limit secures his 2nd of the fight.
Peach is going to move towards the Dragon. That should be an easy pickup. How much can XL get off the back of this? There's 10 seconds on Yike, 15 on Mickey. I think they might have to just settle for an inhibitor bolt and maybe a tier 3 on the mid tower. They'll get the Drake, put themselves on soul point, and similar situation to game 1. This game is done and dusted at this point.
23 minutes in, 32 kills, 3,000 gold lead. They're going to get their 3rd Dragon of the game. Soul a possibility in about 5.
Just siege down, don't they? Just Kai'Sa W spam, Jace QE spam. He's going to miss there onto Hans, but as soon as one of them lands, he's going to have to run back to base. Here comes the Maokai ult to zone them away. Does G2 flinch?
Oh, Mickey's already low. G2 can't flinch because they can't move. Mickey rooted up and dies before he has an opportunity to react. Peach falling low, though. It's Summer with 2 items. Is starting to put some DPS down. Oh, Limit splashes in, shut down. Killer instinct for Patrick. He's locked up as well. He manages to flash out just in time. The culling onto Abadage now as he's going to get stunned up and locked up and killed off. And XL, you've been way too greedy. You've gone way too deep as they saw the winner now.
Caps is not even here.
And maybe just looking to see if they can find someone in 3. And G2 now perhaps will realize, oh, we have left the door a little bit ajar, and XL have now opened it up. They're going to TP down here as Abadage tries to join this one quickly. The rest of G2 backing away in the mid lane. Caps doing the same, but this inhibitor tower will be raised to the ground before they can even get there. And XL not greedy this time as they back away with Broken Blade and Yike on the flank.
The aggressive option here is to play for doubles inhibitor. The easy option is just to move mid and secure this Dragon and set up vision exactly like they did with the Baron. Let's see how they decide to do it. Right now, XL seem a bit torn. They're waiting for Odo Omne to push. It looks like they're going to go for the aggressive option of getting these inhibitors. Now, G2 can take a fight if they want. It's a question of when.
Mickey using the Unbreakable there does give XL more of an option because Peach can pop down the Nature's Grasp without having that wall to block it. Let's see if he uses it early on here as the engage begins. Broken Blade going in. There's the Nature's Grasp and G2 will retreat. 5 members strong. That root's going to hit onto only Mickey, but he's going to sacrifice his life to block for the rest of his team. Limit able to get in, but there's the Magnus Storm kicking Summer. But any damage down during this time? The answer's no. XL wipe away G2 in their base. G2 trying to answer Summer still alive, but Patrick is not going to let that stand. A triple for the Kai'Sa to round it out. A quadra, in fact, as XL even us up at 1-1.
42 kills. How many did we have last game?
I think it was a couple with like side to go with final pick. Cannon. Something Odo very experienced on, but perhaps not exactly what I was expecting here.
Yeah, I think they do over in the
pushing wave in the top lane. Limit caught up. Flash forward from Broken Blade, and there's the damage. And that's the combo. Odo.
minute and 20 seconds roughly. See if XL can get their bot lane up there to contest. Hans having no flash.
Prison. Caps. Flash. Caps has a flash of his own, but he's done up with a Glacial Prison, and Caps will fall. Held the flash for too long.
Peach could try and get it here with just tossing out an ult, but not ideal. Wants to save it. Face check from Abadage. Gonna look for a kill here, G2.
Abadage flashes away. Peach putting the damage down onto Caps. And the long-range shot from Abadage is enough. Caps falls for the 2nd time this game, and Yike may be short to follow. Flash across the wall.
That means that he's down 1.2k gold overall in this situation. 800 if you factor in Patrick.
Cogmo would be pretty happy with it as well. Just maneuverability as Abadage is locked up. Concussive blows will stun him.
Where's the damage?
Well, I think it might come back now as the exhaust comes out. Caps just needs one more.
Where's the damage?
Abadage trying to get away. Concussive blows for a 2nd time. There we go. Enough damage for
Oh, it's so unlucky, isn't it? You can't blame him. The Q landed.
G2 have gone for more of a Gordon and demonic Leandri's Ginsu's angle.
Sounds like we're playing 2v2 and you've got Thieves' Gloves. And you're trying to tell me what items you've got. Peach.
Oh, he's just managed to lock up Yike. Limit takes the kill. Now Caps coming in from the side as well. Limit still on that front line. The rest of G2 trying to collapse Abadage TPing behind him here, but they're going to be a little bit late to the party as G2 collapse and find 2. Oh, flash away.
Caps could have flashed down if he wants.
Collapse on Mickey's coming in. Peach no flash. Already used the Arctic Assault. There's the slow Glacial Prison. With the stun, but Caps can't quite get into auto range. Now he can. The stun comes out with the force of will. The Winter's bite enough. There's the Glacial Fissure. Peach, where are you going to go? Dashes away once again. Still chasing as Broken Blade goes on a killing spree as Odo falls in the top lane. Still have flash. Meanwhile, XL looking for that dive, but they botched it. And all across the map, G2 are finding kills. XL, in the end, will get the shot. Summer is going to get more local gold out of this tower.
Now the action is ensuing, isn't it? Tower will fall. Like you said, push out bot from Caps. They get the kill onto Peach. He was very greedy on that strong side of the Jace, trying to find the dive, but he wasted the long game.
And the Dragon as well means that Soul only a distant special, not getting one kill out of it. That's about all he could manage. Mickey here, facing against Peach and Limit. Limit will hex splash across. Peach looking for the jump, gets the stun as well, and Yike is now collapsing. Glacial Prison has been used, but there's the twisted advance, the knockback onto the Sejuani, and she's on the wrong side of the rift as Abadagi takes the bad trade in the mid lane. Peach just nowhere to go. That ball going to be roasted up by G2. Hansama giving the kill, 3-0 now.
Somewhere if they want to invest in a lane TP. It's quite a long con. I think if Peach was topside, it could work. Maybe they can wait a little bit and go for it on this.
There's the TP, Odo going in. Broken Blade has a TP to match. Limit lands the hook, but Hansama starts to open up. Death charge on him as well as the Killer Instinct gets onto the backline. Odo there, slicing mouse of Hansama, flashes away, trying to take down Patrick before he goes down himself, but he will fall. And now XL trying to do everything they can. Caps gets another though. Broken Blade really ripping through them as Yikes on the chase. Peach rooted. 2v2, Caps and Broken Blade much more healthy than their opponents. Peach though able to dash away with the Arctic Assault. The stun just at the edge, slice and dice, Radiant Virtue. No. Peach has the smite as well.
Yeah,
G2 trying to react to it. Hansama and Mickey the first ones there, but no Glacial Fissure. TP coming in now from G2 as they realize how low this is. Peach has used his first smite, has the second though. Depth charge onto Mickey, the Baron secured as XL. Call G2's bluff. They didn't even get the Cloud Drake. Broken Blade diving in. The Slice Master coming out as they look for the shutdown. Already Broken Blade down with the twisted advance forward from Yike. Hansama and Caps untouched on the back of the fight, and now they can really begin to open up. Patrick not back. XL, you got the Baron, but what did it cost? Everything, it seems. Abed flashing forward, trying to kill off Caps, but the stopwatch should buy enough time. It doesn't quite, as Abed is able to get one in response, but G2 will clean up the fight.
The Baron rush levels. Abadaga's up in levels. Patrick's pretty even. It's all on the clock.
Peach is going to tank it up, but still a double root landing on the backline there. The tower down to about a third HP. Depth charge used on Broken Blade. Odo does have the TP, but won't invest it as G2 manages. One ward for Odo Omne around the blue buff of G2. If G2 do start up the Baron, don't know if that will expire in the next 50 seconds or so as G2 continue to put the pressure forward.
TP coming in though, because they are going quite deep here, G2, and they're getting poked out a lot. Odo level 17.
You can keep
the poke. There's the first W. Second one will be up now. Where is he going to fire it? He's going to land
the hook. Great full as well. Yike going in across the wall.
Watch Odo.
He's got the Slicing Maelstrom, but Limit's already down. Odo, you're going to flash in. He's looking for it. There we go. Slicing Maelstrom. Hansama stunned up on the backline, but they really don't have the damage to follow this one up. Peach having to flash away, and Odo's killed off for the double kill. G2 defend the carry well, and that Juggermore is well and truly online.
The President lives. Hansama has to blow the flash, but Odo's flash is down as well. That's all he has to really be careful for, and he has the Guardian Angel up still.
Yeah, Peach is waiting around the corner here, trying to find something spicy, but couldn't get into the pit. G2 now 5 minutes.
Abadagi will get a mid-tier one as well, so XL trying to trade back a little bit, but now the siege will really begin. Hansama can even invest in more defensive items if you want, go towards something like a Moor if he wants to make sure that he definitely doesn't die, or a QSS, Mercurial.
Saw in game one, XL still trying to defend, Cap stepping forward. G2
Blade's pushing in mid, Peach is behind him.
And Yike is here to defend as well. Feel as soon as XL see that, XL back away with the Killer Instinct coming forward. Broken Blade still very healthy, now down to half HP, pulled back as well. Colder Meat gets him healed up and he manages to escape. Depth charge has been used, but there's no follow-up from XL. Void Seeker going wide as G2 crack open the base in the top lane. The Baron minions should do enough to take down that inhibitor. XL will try to defend, but the cannon enough to that remains for them. Both these inhibitor towers in mid and bot still pretty strong as the Baron falls off. G2 no longer have those buffed up minions to help with the push, but Super's pushing in the top lane. Odo Omne forced away. Peach eating up the root. The Glacial Fissure going down on him, and that's enough damage from G2. Slicing Maelstrom coming out from Odo Omne, but he's so low already. The Living Artillery stopwatched. Winter's Bite, another Living Artillery from Hansama finds the kill, and now G2 look to step forward, but Yike steps a little bit too far. He will fall as well.
Patrick.
Is he going to Killer Instinct? Does he feel it? He's feeling himself for sure. Mickey doesn't quite fall as Hansama begins to open up. Patrick falling low, but he gets a shutdown, dodges away. The Living Artillery, though, in the end will find him. Mickey dies. Hansama holds on to the GA, and it's only Limit for the next 16 seconds to defend the base.
It's a 4 for 3, but this Nautilus hasn't got any wave clear. Limit's going to try and push out that top wave, but he's a support. He's going to run with the wave, maybe pull it away from the tower. It's 8 seconds on Peach. I don't think they'll lose the game here. He's pulled the wave far enough away that Caps can't hit this tower just yet. The Sejuani is up.
Summer.
Maybe they can end, you know? Jungle support versus mid AD. Or if you got your money on Medic.
Peach has flash smite, he'll smite the cannon. Hans Summer, though, smites the Nexus tower. Caps being forced off towards the top side. Peach already invested the flash. Limit going in, there's still a G on Hans Summer.
2v2.
But Limit is already down. Peach now trying to defend against Caps and Hans Summer. He'll be able to distract them for long enough, but the
Odo's up
Nexus
in
towers
three.
have fallen. Odo now up, but Hans Summer just needs a second to open up on the base, and Odo can't buy enough time for his team. Hans Summer cleans up the kill on Odo. The living artillery won't be enough to kill Peach before Caps takes the Nexus, and G2 take a 2-1 lead.
That was like 2v2.
Interesting front line situation to have. I feel like having this extra mid laner, which is actually a mage with the charm as well, that can set up a 2v2 between the Trundle, does create some more skirmishing power as well, specifically
Too range to do so. Maybe they get all 3 minis they can, but here comes the dive. Mickey's gonna tank.
Flash done. Patrick Cleanse flashes away as he looks to try and escape, but he can't get away from the first blood. Mickey is going to fall to the ignite. And Limit will answer with 1 kill of his own.
Always gonna be worse. Situation being down. Will they get here in time to try and contest this? Peach will get into this bot side river, but the dragon will die. It's just a case of what you can use with the dragon being down. Can I
Use.
Yeah.
Hans Summer and Mickey
here.
trying to retreat. There's the root. Hans Summer cleanses, and as you say, Mickey should die. The Eclipse out. The Twisted Advance will knock him back. And Mickey gets another stun off, and then dies in the end. XL get that flash hook a possibility, but Caps has flash and Spirit Rush. Limit just trying to push out
Mickey
the
has
wave.
flash.
Mickey, Zenith blade onto Limit. Flash charm going out as well. Limit can just try and flash away from this, and will do so. Peach pulled back with the Spirit Rush, but Caps hooked once again. Limit's going to die to the ignite as Mickey and Yike look for the chase onto Peach. A good pillar, and the Subjugate as well will make that tree pretty darn squishy right now. Even a Trundle and a Leona can work their way through him. Yike gets his first kill of the reset and on his way
This
back
is
out.
really risky here.
Maybe Yike don't really have anywhere to go. They're going to try and collapse onto Odo, but he jumps across the wall before the stun can come through. Dredge line being used as Broken Blade tries to dash away, but Odo Omne's building up that Mega Gnar. Mickey chased away. One more Odo would be enough. He's got no flash, and the Boomerang finds his.
Kraken picked up for him. Demonic for Peach. Bot push coming out now for G2. No dragon, no, but Limit, no flash.
Zenith blade for the root, but good buffer. Dredgeline dodges the solar flare. Now the pillar and the subjugate will come out, but Limit still has an avenue to dodge past that pillar. Abadage roaming as well as Caps killer instinct coming in, and already look at how low Mickey is. Peach with Patrick advance, the feather sword coming out, and there's the double root. 1-for-1 so far as Limit falls low. Hans Summer knocked up with the death charge. Abadage can look to jump forward. The buster shot. Hans Summer escapes with a sliver. Sees his life flash before his eyes, and now Abadage is looking to send him back to his grave. Hans Summer explosively.
Tick, 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 tick. Here, if he sees a Trundle come from below, but he's gonna have to
Flash
run down
cleanse.
now.
Flashes early. Zenith blade chases him, cleanses.
Yeah, a bit wasted there.
Yeah.
Little bit wasted there. Well, Leona gets the kill, so it's
Abadage and Limit now going up towards the top side, knowing they sacrificed the Drake. With Patrick's life, they can look to try and shut out Broken Blade.
it's a bit awkward. Peach looking for Hans, but he's on a blue orb.
No flash on
No
Abadage, no flash on Patrick. Peach, the first one caught out. Hans Summer going in with the killer instinct. The solar flare is perfect as well. Double slow and a stun. As Yike kills
In our form, using the Q to get the Triforce auto attack procs. And G2, that 5 around this Dragon Pit. Odoamne is catching bot wave and just proc the Mega Gnar. Peach, no flash. He's dead.
No instinct in, he's very low. Nature's Grass coming out. Peach, as you say, has gone timber. He's killed off TP in now, but Odoamne is going to be in the middle of the team. Doesn't get the stun with the Gnar, and already it's a double kill in XL. All hell, the retreat, they're running for the hills as G2 begin to collapse. Abadage still
They just kind of walk past each other there. XL trying to answer with a mid tower. There he carries. No front line to work with, but
Patrick has ultimate. Tries to get the root down, does. On some of the slightly delayed feathers. The dragon falls to G2.
it's a situation where I think G2 can pick up this bot tower, but also with Abadage running top and Caps not having TP, unless Broken Blade TPing top, they should be able to answer back with a tower of their own. Abadage going up towards that top lane with the jump. You can see it on the minimap. They can push in mid with the Zaya as well. If Hans Summer shows here, they might get a kill, but they're going to lose a mid tower.
Odo no flash, charm goes wide. Yike with a good pillar though means that Odo has to take the long way round, and the long way round includes a detour at the fountain. Hope he bought his ticket as the mid tower goes over to XL. Abadage should be able to get another in the top lane, so 2 turrets for Odo's life. It's a trade that XL are willing to make.
Yeah, definitely are. Kai'Sa overstaying there to get that kill, going to get that Rage Knight, go take that reset.
No TP on Odo or Abadage. You can see G2 now setting up vision around this Baron, having to clear out on the Scuttle Crab. So is Yike. G2 a little bit split. XL pushing
Mickey
forward.
has the
Mickey
ult.
the solar flare. Not going to go in limit. Knocking up Hansama with the depth charge. Nature's Grass coming out as well. The Solar player goes wide as Peach able to survive. Abadarge's already killed off one. Limit dodging away as well as Patrick on the backline. It's being such a nuisance in the side. Go on, Patrick! Great flashing to the roof. Patrick with a feather storm. Caps trying to get away, but he's stunned up. He's locked up. And the shutdown goes over to Patrick. And what a superb fight it was from the XL AD carry, winning it for his team in a 1v3.
The Nautilus, Hansama's going to throw out the W here, but I don't think he's going to be able to steal it. Peach has no smite though. Someone block it. Ooh.
Odo stood in the way. Wasn't able to join up with his team once again. He was forced off towards the top side. Patrick now locked up. There's the Solar player. Stunned up, rooted and shut down. No escape for him. Limit using a stopwatch to try and buy himself a little bit of time, but all he can buy is a one-way trip back to the fountain. Peach rooted up with him across the charm will follow him. Twisted advance won't be enough to keep him alive, and G2 strike in the mid lane.
And just as we sing his praises, Patrick walks into the lying weight of G2. They pick up 3 kills. Should be able to get a mid-tier 2 off of this. Odoamne pushing in both. Broken Blade's going to match time. He's going to take the reset here, and this will be a negative Baron power play, you have to imagine, as they get that tier 2.
No vision around that side of the river. Caps starting to step forward. Mickey onto limit, goes in, knocked back. The rest of G2 trying to react as Caps dived on by Abadarge, lands the charm. Mickey low, Solar player coming out. He will survive, but he's very low and doesn't really have a way to get back into this fight. The Dragon down to 7,000 HP as Caps has worked his way all the way back towards the bottom side. But Vasco for Broken Blade, a possibility. Patrick still alive on the backline. Broken Blade goes in. The Dragon secured already by XL. Broken Blade is just met with death straight in his face as the Subjugate has been used by Yike, but the chase is on for XL.
Abadarge could TP top here if they really want to pressure the map and look for a tier 2. He still has a bit of Baron buff, but I think they need some kills here, XL. Mickey, no flash.
Mickey's going to sacrifice himself to try and get the rest of G2 out. Odoamne still on the chase. Hansama trying to put the Void Seekers down, but XL could look for a little bit more. No flash for limit, but Odoamne chasing with the boomerang, stopped by the pillar.
Top wave is gone. Mid tier 2 is low. Caps, that's a greedy recall.
Charm. Killer instinct, they look for Patrick, the feather sword comes out, dodges away from the roof, and he's gonna fall! So greedy from G2, thinking they could pick something off the back of the fight.
Bot waves coming in, Odoamne has got the flash!
The charm, Spirit Rush back up for Caps means that he will escape.
Peach trying to contest Wolves up against Yike, that's
already down to 8,000 HP. No vision in the pit right now, and that ward goes in. Yike, depth charge, he's not gonna be able to get forward. The Buster shot knocks him back as well, with the Nature's Grass coming out, and already they're trying to shut down the front line. Mickey's fallen. Killer instinctive from Hansama, the creme de la creme it seems, as the AD carry falls to Odo. We've seen that once before this week. Hansama gives us an encore. He will go down. The Baron already secured. TP's now in towards the base from Abadarge. Caps able to go away towards the top side, but a counter TP from Broken Blade as he looks to defend. Yike trying to get away. The tower there hits him with a couple of shots. TP away from Caps. Now Yike will fall. Caps escapes. Double TP to the top lane. Yike will be taken out by Peach and Patrick for the base, under siege by Abadarge and Odo.
Can they end? Odoamne doesn't have that. What a fight from XL. Nice use of the Buster shot to push away Yike. Make sure they can finish.
As well. Control, 5,000 gold ahead. Broken Blade looking for Peach. The Predator stun comes out, the Killer Instinct forward from Hansama. Nature's Grass, there's the root, the depth charge as well. Yike using the stopwatch, the Solar Fire in the backline immediately cleansed by Patrick. Caps takes out Peach. The charm just short as well, and now Odoamne coming in from the side. And XL are just wiping away G2. It's cleanup crew with the rest of them as Caps tries to escape, but there's super minions in the base, and XL are knocking on the door of Game 5.
40 seconds on Broken Blade, a top wave coming in. Abadarge's going to get that tower. The question is, can they end? Pings on the bot wave coming in towards the inhibitor now. They're going to have 3 lanes of push. Odoamne's going to get the mid tier 2. Doesn't look like they're going to commit fully for the end just yet, unless they go through top now. Odoamne doesn't have that TP. The bot wave is slowly coming in. Caps and Yike. 10 stack Magi's for Caps. He has Zon, yes, he has ult. I think he can maybe clear that wave out, but like you said, there's only one tower. Mickey's up, Hans in 8, XL.
Goes in, gets the nub, but doesn't get the stun into the wall. Subjugate coming out as Caps looks to defend. They've already killed off one Solar player under Abadarge, but he takes out the next tower. Feather Storm, the stun onto Patrick is
Hans is up, Hans is up.
Hans is up, Abadarge. The charm goes wide as Caps flashes forward. Caps uses the stopwatch to survive with this Predator. He died in range. Caps dies off the backline. Abadarge now dashing forward. It's all on Caps. It's all on Hansama and Broken Blade, but they can't do it. Odo and Patrick and XL will take us to Game 5.
God, punch for punch non-stop between these two teams. Managing to pull out the win there. Ramp up, so XL went for the Trundle roaming to Sedge, which was really smart, but then they gave over the Kog'Maw, which I think just counteracts everything. I think the Kog'Maw is just going to shred through that front line no matter what. It's just a case of whether they can... Yike does have smite, sorry. But Hans is in base, so XL take that gank, and they say, well, we can get a dragon off that. They sure can. So flash for Dragon. Not sure if they have the damage for the kill. Only level 4. He's really trying to bait him here, Caps. Trying to bait him to dash on him.
Spots him up. There's the Emperor's Divide. Knock up though as Abbedagge tried to get away, but he can't escape, and they definitely have the damage, Kadril.
Yeah, the block from Yike. He stopped Abbedagge from being able to dash away. I thought he would be able to dash away before the stun lands, but yeah, really good block by Yike. First blood to the Sejuani.
Now works his way down towards the bottom side. Caps moving as well. Peach being very greedy here. Caps is going to flank him, and in melee form, Peach is going to get stunned very quickly. Tries to flash, gets across the wall, but Caps follows him. Caps can switch into range, and one auto is enough for Caps to get on the board in this game.
XL bot lane has vision as to where Caps is. Yike has the flash. Are they trying to maybe transition this into some... Oh, Q flash!
Double flash over the wall. Patrick almost falls. Yike now coming in, and Patrick's so low. Flash forward by Yike. They will be able to take out Patrick. Limit falling low. As Abbedagge joins
this lane, and that'll help them a lot because they got the Herald, right? You have that top push, you get the first Herald, and it's so hard for Bibi to trade back. Maybe trying to bait some kind of dive here with Yike's here to cover.
Caps is on his way as well. Peach no flash, remember. Yike can jump across the
the
wall
ult as
here.
well.
Spots him. There's the CC. Peach going to be locked up once they have the Glacial Prison to follow. If they needed the good knockback with the Keeper's Verdict, but Peach still locked up. Caps coming in as Odoamne joins the fight. Streamer shuffle back as Caps tries to escape. Yike now trading onto Odoamne. Broken Blade nowhere near the fight right now because he was yeeted by the Poppy, but Yike still able to secure the double kill. Abe gets one in response with his soldier. 4 pretty intense games so far.
Yeah.
It was very sloppy from Peach, and perhaps a little overeat. I think against poke, often you are below 50% HP, so it can help a little bit.
It's a 0. I don't know if they want that fight.
It's a very dangerous situation to be in. Rift Herald secured for XL. Caps does get some time alone with that bot lane tower and will be able to take it down for G2's first objective, or first neutral of the game. I guess first standing objective.
Yeah.
But 2 Rift Heralds so far for XL.
Damage is already shredding straight through. Abbedagge's arrived now. Odoamne's TPing back in. They're going to fight this here. XL, Odoamne.
Can he get there? Puts down the steadfast presence. Odo trying to get away. The dragon disengaged. Glacial Prison has been used by G2 and XL.
They're gonna send a daylight robbery.
Yike tries to get into the pit. He manages to with the blast cone, but now he's
jump out.
Lonesome. He's knocked into the wall. G2 collapsing. Summer trying to get forward. Yike flashes over the wall. XL will get the dragon. The Rift Herald will charge it.
Alongside that Kraken Slayer, Abbedagge doesn't have the Nashers just yet, but they still have a lot of DPS to work with. Hansama, you can see with the cozy campfire can walk up, but maybe that's too far.
Hansama way too far forward. Cleanses, flashes Breath of Light to try and get him away. He's going to put some damage across the wall here. Broken Blade looks for the counter-strike. A huge counter-strike by Patrick. Is left untouched. Abbedagge has 200 health to work with. Peach flashes away. Patrick jumped on now. Stun cleanses away for Broken Blade. The first to fall in the fight. Blinking health bars across the board.
Peach, no flash. He's going to get chucked out a lot here. The shock blast lands. The block from Limit.
Limit is huge.
From XL.
Yeah, Peach is on his way there now. Abbedagge is going to push out the top side.
I don't know if they can, you know. They've got Nashers on the Azir. That's 2 items on the carries. I think they will get it down very quickly.
Hansama's on his way to his 3rd item. Cap's going to take a tower in the top lane. Honors still very much even between these 2 teams as XL try and gain mid control.
The big problem. They can start Baron here, which I think they will. They can get the Jace TP really easily.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Tower falls in the mid lane. No local gold, but XL start up the Baron. His recall was stopped, and he's probably pretty happy about that as the TP comes in from Caps. XL once again calling G2 to the fight. Peach on the Baron, 4,000 HP.
The Poppy
Fisher coming out. Yike there as well. He landed it onto Yike, and now immediately XL will turn all attention to the Baron. They get a counter-strike out from Broken Blade.
They're gonna get out.
Just acting as a bouncer for his entire team. They can flash the wall. Odo has it. Limit will dash across, but the shock blast will hit him. Broken Blade still on the chase. Peach may pay for that Baron with his life, but what a happy price he'll take for it. Yike still on the chase forward.
This time they realize no chance. Everyone out. If you have to die. You're gonna fall. You were a good. Abbedagge pushing in bot, gonna get that bot tier 1. Can put the passive down as well to keep the waves pushed out if he wants. Looks like he's not gonna play. That would help him out a lot in this fight.
He's going forward. Double TP invested, 1 on the flank and 1 with the rest of the team. Abbedagge looking for it. Glacial Pitcher hits the back line. Abbedagge can slide in. Hansama already down to half HP. Oh, Bibi gets in with the counter-strike. Limit low. Broken Blade has to flash away. That's now he's shut down by Abbedagge. XL now pushing forward. Odo looking for more. G2 trying to hail all on the retreat. Caps locked up with a pillar. Long-range spear hits, but he's going to flash away. And Peach is flashing forward for another taste of victory. Abbedagge doing everything he can to carry XL to the finals as Yike is going to try and cut the wave.
Needs to cut the wave, otherwise XL can run it down mid and get the end going. Baron buffed up. They're going to look for the kill onto the jungler of G2. Not enough damage just yet, but that'll be Soul for XL. They might hunt him down. There's nothing else to play for other than the dragon. Limit. He's got the sweeper.
Stop the port. Hits him with the Winter's Bite as well, so no execute available. Yike trying to trade back onto Limit, but Abadage now sliding in, goes on a killing spree. 3-1-3. Dragon secured for XL. Chemsoul for them.
Yeah.
And for a moment now,
Pick on side lane.
Lane's on his way, Yike on his way as well. But Odo, he's so smart, man. He realizes as soon as he sees the TP control ward coming down, looking for the knockback with the keeper's verdict. Odo will fall here. All of G2 collapse around him. They invest a lot, but there's not much on the rest of the map for XL, apart from perhaps a mid lane as they push towards this inhibitor.
Odoamne should have TP for his respawn. XL will get a mid-tier 3 off this, and maybe a top tier 2 if they move up there quickly. Depends if they want to commit to the inhibitor or not. So they could transition this into 2 towers. So I think XL are they're fine with that. Odoamne lost the flash, which will suck for the next fight if he wants to try and look for a flash stun onto the Kog'Maw.
Well, immediately they know they have 10 seconds before Odo is back. That raid boss is back. 10,000 on the Baron. XL. A steal here could secure it. Going in. Peach low.
Look at Hans, look at Hans.
Hans doing so much work as the mid falls down, so does Peach. And Hans Summer begins to open up. XL calling for the retreat, trying to get away. Cat still on the chase, but Baron in the eyes of G2.
Odoamne's not TPing in. He realizes this fight is lost. Look at the amount of damage Hans Summer can put down the second he gets uptime and that Braum shield's gone. G2 just turned the game.
Yeah, it shows up. It's a minute away or so.
Yeah.
Sorry that
got a bit baited by the top right.
Yeah. Already down to half HP.
Where's
There's a flank position for BB. Wards from XL now denied. Another ward comes in. Baron, Dragon down to 1,000. Broken Blade. He got behind them.
They have no Braum shield either. They can step up here for a lot of damage. G2.
Broken Blade comes in with the counter. Oh my god! And starting now, Hans Summer just begins to open up. Broken Blade first of all. Hans Summer trying to get forward as well, but he just continues to rain hell down on XL. Elder now the target.
They're so low.
Can Peach steal?
It's a 4v5
steal. It's a 4v5 in favor of XL, but their health bars are telling.
They reset the Dragon.
Story. The Dragon resets. Hans Summer look at him go. Limit falls, and now he steps forward, and Hans Summer just barks all over them. A triple for the Kog'Maw. Peach running for the heels. He'll flash. The chase continues. The ghost comes out, and Hans Summer is looking to make it 4 and looking to send XL into the lower brackets.
Hans Summer is single-handedly taking G2 to the siege. Does G2 turn towards the Elder? No TP on Broken Blade. It looks like they're going to have to. The Dragon, with Emilio by his side. Summoners are down, though. We'll see that again. But
Flank we've ever seen. Guardian Angel, Broken Blade, jumps across the wall. Glacial Prism hits. And as soon as Hans Summer can begin to open up, you have to feel it's it for XL. Odo with the knockback, but only onto one. And Hans Summer continues just to walk forward and spit fire against XL. Peach hit with the living artillery, and the laser follows him to his death. The Sun Disc comes down. The Emperor of Shurima trying to find some small vestige of hope, but no hope remains there for him. Hans Summer opens up and XL fall by the wayside.
Hans Summer is legendary. It's only Abadage left to hold. 30-second respawn timers. It's a 5-game series. XL so close to tasting victory. But it's Hans Summer that shuts them down. Knife coming through. Abadage is going to fall. Just pushes them back. Shock blast misses.
You can survive for as long as you want, Abadage, but your Nexus towers are not doing the same. There are inevitabilities in life, death, taxes, and G2 in the finals.